10. Ostrich. The ostrich, nature's giant, boasts some of the most colossal eyes in the entire animal kingdom. Surprisingly, these eyes are even larger than its brain. Each eye averages about 2 inches in diameter, equivalent to the size of a billiard ball you'd find in a pool hall. It's as if these majestic birds have harnessed the power of the cosmos within their gaze. But in reality, the reason behind their disproportionately large eyes is an intricate result of millions of years of evolution. For ostriches, having such colossal eyes, albeit at the expense of smaller brains, is a survival necessity. These extraordinary eyes are equipped with an unusually high number of photoreceptor cells and an exceptionally efficient processing system that sends vivid images straight to their petite brains. This remarkable visual acuity allows ostriches to detect predators from astonishing distances, giving them a fighting chance at survival. And when that perilous moment arrives, ostriches don't take to the skies like most birds. Instead, they rely on their powerful, long legs. Flightless but not defenseless, they sprint away from danger, a testament to the remarkable power of their vision over their brain. It's a captivating example of nature's ingenuity, where oversized eyes are the guardians of life itself. 9. Orangutan. It's a remarkable facet of nature that often goes unnoticed. Animals in the wild frequently endure bone-breaking experiences. They're constantly on the move, dashing, leaping, pursuing prey, evading predators, and scaling heights, inevitably leading to injuries. Whether it's a fall from a towering tree or a tumble down a rugged hillside, these incidents are far from rare, depending on the species. Thus, it shouldn't come as a surprise that a significant portion of wild creatures have encountered broken bones in the course of their lives. For some, a fracture can serve as a grim death sentence, as predators home in on the wounded victim. But for others, the outcome hinges on the severity of the injury. These broken bones have the potential to heal slowly, albeit imperfectly, allowing the animal to push on and live to a relatively ripe old age. When it comes to orangutans, these fractures are so prevalent that researchers practically anticipate encountering them in the wild subjects they observe and analyze. According to certain estimates, a minimum of 50% of adult orangutans bear the burden of one or multiple fractures somewhere within their bodies. These primates are renowned for their agility, strength, and prowess in navigating the treetops. Yet, despite their prowess, orangutans frequently find themselves plummeting from the heights. And when they do, many endure severe bone fractures upon impact with the ground. The fortunate ones emerge with relatively minor scars and the ability to heal their injuries over weeks of tenacious effort. 8. Sloth. Sloths are truly masters of the art of taking their time in every aspect of life. It's well documented that their leisurely pace is most evident when they navigate the towering trees and lofty branches. While this languid movement might seem perilous when they descend to the forest floor, up in the canopy, they hang out with effortless grace. However, the unhurried lifestyle of a sloth extends beyond just their physical movements. It extends to their digestive process. Remarkably, a sloth's digestion operates at an exceptionally sluggish pace. As these gentle creatures meander slowly through the forest, their digested food follows suit, creeping languidly through their digestive tract. To put things in perspective, the average human typically digests a meal in about 12 to 24 hours, with some individuals experiencing a slightly longer cycle. Afterward, waste is efficiently eliminated, and we move on with our lives. In stark contrast, sloths stretch this process to seemingly interminable lengths. On average, it takes a sloth over 2 weeks to fully digest a single meal. Astonishingly, scientists have discovered that in extreme cases, this digestive marathon can last up to a staggering 30 days. The evolutionary reason behind this leisurely digestion is fascinating. For sloths, descending from the safety of the treetops is fraught with danger, as they become vulnerable to predators. To mitigate this risk, their digestion slows down significantly, ensuring they don't have to venture down too often. In fact, they can endure for an impressive length of time without the need for facilities. When they finally do descend to relieve themselves, which happens on average only once a week, they can lose up to a third of their body weight. Then, it's a graceful ascent back into the trees, where they can continue their unhurried lifestyle, processing food at their own serene pace. 7. Elephant. Did you know that elephants can't jump? It's not because they lack the desire to defy gravity, but rather because their massive bodies are simply not built for it. Even during a stampede, they can't manage to lift all 4 of their feet off the ground simultaneously. It's almost like they're the power walkers of the animal kingdom. However, here's a fascinating twist: elephants aren't the only mammals in the non-jumping category. In fact, there's a whole league of land-bound creatures that share this distinction, including rhinos, hippos, sloths, and more. But what sets rhinos and hippos apart is that they can achieve that airborne moment when sprinting at full throttle, a feat elephants can only dream of accomplishing. And, if we want to get technical, hippos even manage to get all 4 feet off the ground when they're serenely floating along in rivers and lakes. So, the next time someone insists that elephants are the sole non-jumping mammals, you can impress them with this intriguing animal update instead. 6. Giraffe. In the enchanting world of giraffes, a captivating secret lay hidden for years. While it's true that giraffes possess a larynx, just like every other mammal on Earth, they employ it in a manner that's nothing short of extraordinary. For decades, the prevailing belief among scientists was that their long, slender tracheas and relatively modest lung capacities rendered them incapable of producing discernible vocalizations. The common perception held that despite having the necessary anatomical components, giraffes could not vocalize effectively due to the formidable challenge posed by their famously lengthy necks. This notion was firmly ingrained in the scientific community, bolstered by countless hours spent observing these magnificent creatures in zoos and the wild, where nothing more than the occasional snort through their nostrils was ever heard. However, in the remarkable year of 2015, a groundbreaking revelation shattered these preconceptions. It was then that scientists unveiled the astonishing truth: giraffes do communicate, but in a manner uniquely their own. Instead of relying on airflow to set their vocal cords in motion, as most animals, including humans, do, giraffes produce a high-frequency hum. This distinctive sound is reminiscent of the vocalizations made by their close relative, the okapi. Yet, it remains imperceptible to the human ear due to its exceptionally low frequency. To capture this enigmatic phenomenon, dedicated biologists painstakingly installed specialized sound recording equipment in zoological settings and invested countless hours analyzing the extensive audio recordings they gathered. The result? Definitive proof that giraffes do, indeed, communicate with one another. They may not employ their vocal cords in the same manner as other mammals with their barks, roars, squeaks, and chirps, but their mesmerizing hum reveals a world of connection that has remained hidden until now. 5. Koala. Koalas and humans share a remarkable similarity in their fingerprints, a phenomenon known as convergent evolution, which is surprisingly common in the animal kingdom. However, the intriguing part of this story lies in the peculiar backstory. Researchers speculate that our last common ancestor with koalas lived more than 100 million years ago, making it truly astonishing that we possess such closely designed fingerprints as these lovable marsupials. You might be curious about the extent of this resemblance. Well, it's so striking that Australian law enforcement officials have long questioned whether numerous unmarked fingerprints in their crime databases actually belong to koalas. Like their counterparts in other countries, Australian authorities have diligently collected and recorded fingerprints from crime scenes for decades, amassing a vast database. When new fingerprints are added, they are cross-referenced with existing ones. Seems routine, right? However, the database now contains countless unmatched fingerprints, raising suspicions that a significant portion of these enigmatic prints may, in fact, be of koala origin. Fingerprint technicians initially collected them, assuming they were human prints, and database managers logged them for the same reason. So, there you have it, the incredible similarity between koala and human fingerprints. 4. Cow. In the realm of dairy farming, healthy cows thrive in an exceptionally productive manner. Consider the astonishing daily output of your average lactating dairy industry cow, which generously provides us with approximately 6 to 7 gallons, 22.7 to 26.5 liters, of milk each day. Over the course of a year, this translates to a remarkable 2,000 gallons, 7,570 liters, of milk per cow, especially for the robust and vibrant Holsteins. Now, let's delve deeper into the lifetime achievements of these remarkable creatures. Taking into account their dedicated career as milk producers, their numerous birthing cycles, and the rather unfortunate endpoint in the meat industry, experts in the dairy field estimate that the average American cow will bestow upon us an astonishing 11,000 gallons, 155,202 liters, of milk throughout their lifetime. That's equivalent to more than 200,000 cups, 48,000 liters, of the beloved beverage, creating quite a few iconic milk mustaches. Of course, there are exceptions that illuminate this impressive trend. Take, for instance, the renowned Wisconsin cow, Hilda, whose unmatched productivity astounded us all with a staggering 50,000 gallons, 189,271 liters, of milk produced in her lifetime. Hilda indeed did wonders, evoking memories of the classic milk advertisements. Achieving such remarkable numbers during peak production requires substantial resources from dedicated farmers. This encompasses a substantial amount of nutritious food to sustain their constant chewing and an abundance of water to keep them hydrated and in optimal health. It's no exaggeration, on an average day, a cow consumes nearly 50 gallons, 189.3 liters, of water. With this level of liquid input and output, the dairy industry continues to reign supreme in the world of agriculture. 3. Snail. Have you ever indulged in an extra long weekend slumber? Maybe you've pushed the clock past noon or even beyond. It's a tempting luxury, isn't it? The allure of hitting that snooze button and surrendering to the comfort of your bed, especially on weekends, is irresistible for many. However, when it comes to the art of extended rest, we must bow to the snails. These remarkable creatures don't merely nap for a few hours or even days. Astonishingly, when circumstances demand, snails can embark on a slumber that lasts for years. Snails are peculiar beings, and their unique ability to thrive hinges on one vital element: moisture. Often, you'll spot them in the early morning hours, making their leisurely journey across dew-covered grass and plants, leaving behind their glistening trails. They navigate their world with a certain serenity. However, when the weather takes an uncooperative turn and denies them the essential moisture they need, snails instinctively know when it's time to take a break. In the face of dry and challenging conditions, snails employ two distinct modes of hibernation. One mirrors the typical wintertime hibernation observed in other animals, like bears. The other is a phenomenon known as estivation, which occurs during scorching summer months, enabling snails to snooze through the sweltering discomfort. What's truly astonishing is the duration of these slumbers. Under specific, and often unfavorable, conditions, snails can go into hibernation for up to 3 years at a stretch. It's a testament to their determination to endure until the moisture they require returns, no matter how long it may take. 2. Penguin. Much like our majestic elephant counterparts up above, there's another fascinating fact circulating the vast expanse of the internet that might initially raise your eyebrows. This one, however, possesses a certain level of intrigue. The story in question suggests that a remarkable 3% of Antarctica's ice is comprised of frozen penguin waste, which, admittedly, may sound a tad repulsive. Picture this: Antarctica's glaciers, nestled in one of the most frigid corners of our planet, become the canvas for penguins to do their business. Due to the sub-zero temperatures, their urine doesn't behave like it would in more temperate climes. Instead, it promptly freezes, becoming an integral part of the ice. Over time, this accumulation transforms the entire continent into what some might crudely dub a colossal, frozen peaberg. But, before you cringe too deeply, consider this: it's not entirely accurate. You see, Penguins don't excrete waste in the conventional manner we're accustomed to in most animals. They lack a urethra and even a bladder. Instead, their waste takes a different route, transitioning into uric acid. In a manner consistent with other avian species, penguins expel this waste product in tandem with their feces, resulting in the familiar, pasty white bird droppings we've all encountered, perhaps too closely, during encounters with pigeons. So, no, the assertion that penguin pee constitutes 3% of Antarctica's ice shelf is far from reality. Now, you're in the know, dispelling this intriguing but misleading tidbit with a newfound understanding. 1. Shrimp. In the realm of biology, the heart typically resides within the chest or midsection of most creatures. Much like in the case of humans, animals have evolved with protective measures, such as rib cages or thoracic structures, to safeguard these vital organs. The intricate dance of evolution has ensured that these life-sustaining components remain shielded. However, the world of shrimp is a captivating exception. Within these diminutive crustaceans, you'll discover a fascinating anomaly. The heart is perched in the head. It's not the only vital occupant of this curious location either. The shrimp's head houses a remarkable collection of organs, including the stomach and ventral nerve cord. The explanation behind this peculiar arrangement is intriguingly intricate. Rather than conforming to the conventional structure, shrimp possess what's known as a cephalothorax, where the thorax seamlessly melds with the head to form a unique region dedicated to hosting and safeguarding the essence of the creature's existence. This cephalothorax plays a pivotal role for shrimp, granting them the balance they require as they navigate their aquatic world. This entire ensemble is encased in an exoskeleton, a common feature shared among numerous insects, crustaceans, and other members of the animal kingdom. Now, here's where it gets even more captivating. Shrimp hearts defy the norm by boasting not 2, but 3 valves. While humans and many terrestrial species rely on a single entrance and exit from the ventricle to circulate their life force, crustaceans demand a more intricate system to thrive in their underwater habitats. In essence, the hearts of shrimp are marvels of complexity, a stark contrast to the simplicity of enjoying a delicious shrimp cocktail.